If your plank lasts longer than your playlist, there's a good chance something is wrong. The plank isn't meant to be a boredom test or a patience contest. It's a precision exercise designed to build a core that transfers power into every movement you care about, from squats and deadlifts to push-ups and pull-ups. When done right, it's brutally effective. When done wrong, it's just lying there shaking and hoping time passes faster. The plank looks simple, which is exactly why so many people mess it up. No weights, no movement, no obvious challenge. You just hold a position and wait, but simplicity hides complexity. The plank demands coordination, tension, breathing, and alignment all at once. Miss any one of those, and the exercise quietly loses its purpose. A proper plank trains your body to resist movement. That anti-extension strength is what protects your spine and allows force to transfer cleanly from your lower body to your upper body. When the plank fails, it's not because time ran out. It's because tension leaked somewhere along the chain. The first mistake is falling in love with the stopwatch. Chasing longer times turns the plank into a survival game. As the seconds tick by, form slowly unravels. The back sags. The shoulders collapse. The core checks out. Holding a bad position longer doesn't make it better. It just reinforces poor mechanics. Instead of chasing time, prioritize quality. A short plank with perfect tension does more for your core than a long plank held together by shortcuts. When form starts to slip, that set is over. Rest, reset, and come back with intention. Strength comes from control, not endurance for its own sake. The second mistake is crossing the hands. It feels comfortable, but comfort is the enemy of tension. Crossing the hands encourages the shoulders to slump forward and reduces your ability to actively grip the floor. That loss of engagement ripples through the entire body. A stronger setup starts with the forearms planted firmly on the ground. Palms pressed down, fingers lightly gripping the surface. This simple change wakes up the shoulders, upper back, and core. Tension begins at the hands and travels inward, creating a more stable position from the ground up. The third mistake is looking up. Lifting the head breaks the natural alignment of the spine. The neck arches, the ribcage flares, and bracing falls apart. What feels like a small adjustment actually disconnects the entire chain. A neutral neck keeps everything working together. The head stays in line with the spine, eyes directed toward the floor. There's no strain, no craning, no tension leaking upward. When the neck is aligned, the core can do its job without interference. The fourth mistake is passive abs. Simply holding the plank position without actively engaging the core turns it into dead time. If the abs aren't working, nothing meaningful is happening. Gravity will happily do all the work for you. To activate the core, create intent. Imagine dragging your elbows toward your toes without actually moving them. This cue lights up the abs instantly. The plank stops being a hold and becomes an active effort. Tension replaces stillness. The fifth mistake is sagging hips. When the lower back arches, the AB is disengaged and the stress shifts to the spine. The position feels easier because the muscles that should be working have stopped working. Correcting this starts with the lower body. Straighten the legs, squeeze the quads, and contract the glutes. Slightly tuck the pelvis to bring the ribs down. This reconnects the ABs and restores the plank's purpose as a core exercise. The sixth mistake is pushing the hips too high. This turns the plank into a shoulder-heavy position where the abs barely participate. While it may feel stable, it avoids the exact challenge the plank is supposed to provide. A proper plank forms a straight line from head to heels. No peaks, no valleys. Every segment supports the next. When alignment is correct, the core has no choice but to engage fully to hold the position. The seventh mistake is poor breathing. Holding your breath or taking shallow chest breaths disconnects the core from the diaphragm. Without proper breathing, tension fades and fatigue rises faster than it should. Effective planking uses controlled breathing. Air moves into the belly, not just the chest. Each breath reinforces bracing instead of disrupting it. The abs stay tight while breathing continues smoothly, proving real control over the core. The eighth mistake is letting the shoulder blades collapse. When the shoulders sink, stability disappears. The upper body becomes passive, and tension leaks out through the arms and neck. To fix this, actively push the ground away. The shoulder blades protract slightly, creating a strong upper back position. This isn't a hunch. It's a deliberate action that stabilizes the shoulders and connects them to the core. The ninth mistake is shrugging the shoulders toward the ears. This shifts the load onto the traps and reduces the demand on the core. The plank becomes easier but far less effective. Instead, keep the shoulders down and engaged. Push the floor away while maintaining space between the shoulders and ears. This creates a stable platform that allows the core to remain the primary worker. The 10th mistake is bending the legs. Bent knees reduce leverage and lighten the load. While this variation has its place for beginners, using it without purpose limits progress and leaves strength untapped. Straight legs increase demand throughout the entire body. The quads engage, the glutes fire, and the core must work harder to keep alignment. Keeping the feet closer together further challenges stability and control. A well-executed plank is a full-body effort. Every muscle contributes, nothing is relaxed, nothing is wasted. The goal isn't to survive the position, but to dominate it with tension, control, and awareness. When the plank is treated with precision instead of patience, it transforms from a time waster into a powerful tool. Master the details, respect the alignment, and focus on quality over duration. The result is a core that actually carries over to real strength, not just longer holds on the floor.